Tired of going to the gym and not seeing any muscle gains? Well, here's 3 reasons why. I want you to consider how muscle grows. And there's 3 main elements for growing muscle. Building muscle involves a combination of science and strategy. It's not just showing up and doing those sets and reps. We have to maximize a muscle growth, so you need to focus on 3 primary elements, and that's metabolic stress, metabolic tension, and muscle damage. So what is metabolic stress? Probably thinking, what? What is that? Well, metabolic stress occurs when your muscles are subjected to high levels of tension over time, causing a buildup of metabolites like lactate, hydrogen ions, and other byproducts to support energy metabolism. And this creates that burning sensation and pumps your muscles, signaling the body to adapt and grow. So this would look what this would look like in the gym is, moderate to high repetitions, performing sets in 8 to 15 rep range, having shorter rest periods and keeping those rest intervals between 30 and 60 seconds. And then we have to use techniques such as drop sets or supersets or slow tempos to maximize the time under the tension, which is known as TUT. You know me and my T3 methods. So, there's also dropping, your dumbbells in your bicep curls. You can do drop sets, and then immediately after you can drop to a lighter weight and then perform 8 to 10 more reps. So those are just an example of how you could perform that drop set. When we're looking at, tempo's so important. Instead of just pumping out those sets and reps, we have a slower tempo. So we can perform 8 to 10 reps with a 3-second lowering phase, which is the eccentric, and 1-second pause at the bottom, and then repeat that, which is a killer. And then we have also techniques of supersetting exercises where we're going to combine 2 exercises together in sequence with no rest. For example, push-ups and sit-ups. So number 2, then we move over to mechanical tension. So mechanical tension is the force generated when your muscles contract against resistance. And it's a key driver of hypertrophy, which we love, and it directly stimulates the muscle fibers to grow. So what we're looking at in that capacity is heavy loads. So we're going to use weights that challenge you in that 4 to 8 rep range. And you'll find a lot of CrossFitters use this. Full range of motion is another technique where you're going to have stretches in that muscle to contract completely. And then we have like progressive overload, where we're just gradually increasing weights and reps and sets over time. So if we were to exemplify this, we had a barbell deadlift, we would perform 4 to 6 reps with a heavy weight, ensuring you have your proper form and engaging in that entire posterior chain. And then we have weighted pull-ups or adding resistance to that movement, like having a belt or lowering the reps and adding the weights. So those are things that you can consider and use and apply when we're looking at that element. And number 3, muscle damage. I always say that muscles are torn apart in the gym, but they recover and repair in our sleep. So muscle damage occurs when the exercise creates those small tears in the muscle fibers. And I don't mean injury tears. Those micro tears are repairing during recovery and leading to stronger and larger muscles. While it's not the sole driver of growth though, controlled by muscle damage can amplify the results. So we really want to look at, the eccentric training, focusing on the lowering phase of the movement, or high intensity sets, pushing your muscles close to failure, but not to the point of injury, or incorporating a variety of those, right? New exercises to target muscles from different angles, then having a high intensity movements. So those are things that we can apply into our workouts, and then remembering that, our muscles grow. Muscles essentially beyond the action of the sets and reps and techniques. We are incorporating these, but they actually are going to grow and recover in your sleep. So for the optimal muscle growth, your workout program should include exercises and techniques that target and include all 3 elements. And you're going to have block training and obviously rotate them in to create the combination of metabolic stress, mechanical tension, and muscle damage. and that will occur based on your goal. So I always say seek the guidance of a professional, someone that knows, or a coach that knows to guide you through to reach your goals. I'm Nancy Danino, and if you found this informative, make sure you hit that subscribe button or hit me up with a follow, and we'll see you in the next video.